Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
I'm one, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's your set? 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
12. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Brown. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And this time he is in. Chase Brown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 70 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here we go. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else.
11,
ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Just set. 11.
To the air again, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm one, ready? Here we go. 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 7. Hurts. Here's a diving catch right side. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Smith will come in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He gets away from one. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
11.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
12. Done.
They go play action with Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
11. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go Silver, ready?
Looking to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
How about this? And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And Forthcoming, it'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's caught.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Here we go. Thomas. Stop.
They try and run forward here with Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Feel like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. Watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So sick of pretending. I need to run away. To not be just like the others. Hide my face. No one knows it's pulling me under. Feels like I'm running low. Feels like I'm running in circles. Feels like I'm running low. Feels like I'm running in circles. I dig a hole in the earth and bury myself down low.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And off we go from Soldier Field.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set. Now let's get it. Hey, 73. Don't touch.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
King.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Chase.
And they're going to head this across midfield and inside the 45. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
63.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go Silver, right?
From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Smith in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 27 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
To Barkley on the check down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Great.
They'll drop to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back to throw now on first down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing is Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
11 empty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 mighty. 11.
Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 mighty.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll
find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, it had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return is Jones. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go. 12.
Play action. It's Burrow.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
11. Get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. This is Smith to the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice... And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here.
11, here we go.
After the pick-6, here's Burrow again.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Miami. Set.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Devontae Smith
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I'm one, ready?
They need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
This is 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. 11.
Throwing, Burrow.
Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On one, ready?
Here's 1st and goal.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
Flush to his right. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
12. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
Burrow.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here's 1st down.
63.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
That ultra ground move. Right.